life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolina.
On campuses nationwide, the NCAA is making transformative changes for student athletes. While they pursue their biggest dreams, we're launching new initiatives to help them. Life-changing education opportunities are just the start. The NCAA is providing enhanced mental health services. We're guaranteeing scholarships and tuition and expanding access to healthcare. Visit ncaa.org/change to learn more.
Get ready for a life-changing journey at Southern Wesleyan University. We're committed to graduating students who love Jesus, who think critically, who are employable, and who are not in crippling debt. Southern Wesleyan University, where your faith and future thrive together. Apply today and start your journey toward success.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, you went before that. Trying to have them film or something.
And his why
should they see where my father greatest team the world has ever seen?
Black FC with my father greatest team the world has ever seen.
West Coast FC where my father greatest team
the world has ever seen.
Where my father greatest team the world has ever seen.
The legacy began in 1973. That was the year NCAA Division II was born. And since the very first day, our division has shaped generations of student athletes with a true sense of academics, athletics, and community. That is 5 decades of graduations, championships, teamwork, and personal development. 50 years of shaping student athletes into world-class leaders. NCAA Division II. Our division, our legacy.
Diamond T Promotional Gear is just a family-owned business that provides screen printing, embroidery, vinyl graphics, cars and banners. We've been in business now for over 32 years.
I am number one, not number two. If I'm not the one, I'm uncomfortable. See the competition I've been running through. Leveled up, I only see him in my rear view. Switch. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Been ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Been ballin'. the nosebleeds, yeah, they love it. I'm winning, get buckets on the first in and the last out, see me coming. First take, I'm hotter than hot. Hotter than some boiling water, I bubble the pot. Team full of ballers, baby, we winning a lot. I'm like Curry with the rock when I get to my spot. I'm tapping in, I'm passionate, this is what passion is. This here, nah, this is no accident. From the start to the finish, I'm cashing in.
Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for letting both teams reach the court safely. We ask that you keep hand protection of all the athletes, coaches, and staff. May play for the Lord. Amen.
Good evening and welcome inside historic Teinziger Gymnasium for senior night for the Southern Wesleyan University Warriors. They have 7 seniors that they are honoring tonight, including 2 that will be in the booth, myself and Matt O'Banion, who will be joining us here shortly. This is still a big game for the Warriors. A lot of times in these regular season matchups, you'll get one that maybe doesn't have a whole lot of meaning. The Warriors currently sit at 12th in the KPI rankings, which is used to determine conference seeding. How many teams make the conference tournament, you ask? 12. So they're going to need to win tonight and some help as well around the conference in order to secure a spot in the conference tournament, which begins on Sunday. They're facing off with the Shorter University Hawks, which they already beat once this season. The Hawks are in their first season in the Conference Carolinas, and Southern Wesleyan beat them back in December behind big games from Chris Osobaye and Shea Smith. Smith, one of the seniors here tonight. We'll see him off the bench as we now get into our starting lineups here for tonight's game. Starting off for the Warriors, Marcus Long, Rayvon Allen, RJ Bell, Rico Hallman, and Aaron Sims. They will be in their in their alternate black jerseys here on their home court, Teinziger Gymnasium, with the blue trim. 2 players to watch out for that have been playing really well recently for the Warriors. One being Rico Hallman, one of those seniors. He's been shooting the ball extremely well here in this season. Another one being Eric Hackett, who has 20-plus points in his last 3 games, a sophomore from Tate's Creek, Kentucky. We'll see him off the bench. It's a very deep lineup here tonight for the Warriors, with both Smith and Osobaye and Hackett all coming off the bench here tonight. But now we'll switch back to the court and we'll get ready for tip-off here between the Warriors and the Hawks. The Hawks in their blue jerseys, the Warriors in their black jerseys, and we'll get you the Shorter starters here in just a second. Starting for the Hawks, CJ Williams, Donovan Shangies, Jabari Smith, Chris Bibbs, and Jamias Davis. Their leader is Shangies, 15.5 points per game. That's 14th in the conference. He also over 4 assists per game, which is 4th in the conference. Tim tips it back to Bell, and we are underway. Senior night at historic Teinziger Gymnasium. Go screen there from Timms. Bell keeps it. 15 on the shot clock. RJ directing traffic. Still Bell. No one else touched it on that possession, but Aaron Timms hauls down the offensive rebound. Right back to Bell. Pump fakes and drives through the lane, finishes with the right hand. RJ Bell gets us started. So first possession now for the Hawks as Bibbs gives it to Shangies. Rayvon Allen, one of those 7 seniors, the Warriors' best perimeter defender, will get the Shangies assignment. But CJ Williams switches home a 3. He's a 36% three-point shooter. And he started 13 straight games, just 15 total starts on the year, but 13 of them coming in a row as Long pulls up and driving left. It's no good and rebounded by Davis. Trying to get to Smith. Now Bibbs. And Davis, he wants a 3 of his own. It's no good and rebounded by Bell. So the Warriors trail by 1 through 4 possessions. Here's RJ to the cup. It's stolen away by CJ Williams. It's not the best of starts for the Warriors, but just a 1-point deficit. As I'm now joined by my partner here, Matt O'Banion, who is down low doing PA. Matt, take us through some of your thoughts on tonight's game.
Well, I'm looking for a great game coming from this senior starting lineup from the Warriors. It's a big game for them. It means a lot. It's not just one of their last home games here. It's a chance for them to get into the conference tournament.
Yeah, the 5 starters, we already mentioned them, Hallman, Long, Allen, Bell, and Timms. The other 2 who are not starting tonight, Shea Smith and Alex Tavares, we do expect to see both of them, Matt, but you've been here all 4 years. 2 of these Warriors in the starting lineup have been here all 4 years, Marcus Long and Rayvon Allen. Talk a little bit about them.
So it's been great seeing them play here. Of course, trying to cap it off here. It's their senior night, so of course trying to play their hearts out here. But it's not, as I was just saying, it's not just senior night. This is a chance for a playoff berth, the first one since 2020.
And we already talked a little bit about that in the Open, the KPI rankings. Southern Wesleyan currently sitting at 12th. They are .010 ahead of North Greenville, and North Greenville currently trails by 1 to Francis Marion. They're at the under 16 timeout. So we'll give you updates on that one throughout the night. We don't want to say for sure that it's either winning in for the Warriors or loss and out for the Trailblazers because, as you know, the KPI rankings is based off points, not just win-loss. But that is very likely the case as Rayvon Allen flies to the lane. He couldn't get the layup to finish, and the Hawks go back the other way. But we will be monitoring that Francis Marion North Greenville result as the night goes on.
But either way is a must-win situation here for the Warriors and also the Trailblazers. Talking about them trying to get in, but really trying to focus on the Warriors here.
And even for Erskine as well, the Warriors trail Erskine by .008. That's a very, very slim margin. Erskine is taking on Young Harris tonight in Due West, so you'd probably want to call that one a must-win for them as well because you never know if North Greenville loses or if North Greenville wins and Southern Wesleyan wins, they could very well be Hawks down by either of those teams. Speaking of Hawks, a pair of free throws there for Shorter. Here's RJ Bell. Now Allen around for Hallman. He attacks the closeout. Now Allen's turn. Very good team defense there from Shorter, forcing Marcus Long into a tough shot. It's rebounded by Smith. 4 minutes played. Davis handing off for Williams. Really good move by Williams until it was stripped away by Hallman. And then his pass was deflected into the hands of Allen. Timms the pump fake, and he finishes with the left hand on the right side of the basket. It's a 4-point lead now for Shorter.
Nothing needed to be complicated there, just an easy layup there. Of course, we know Timms, he will throw it down if needed. We're just trying to get the easy points there on that one.
There's Bibbs. Davis. Davis spinning away. He lost it. Not sure if that was deflected or not, but Rico Hallman has it now with a head of steam off his leg. He wanted to foul, but either way, it's a whistle in our first media timeout. 12-8 shorter leads through 5.
Campuses nationwide, the NCAA is making transformative changes for student athletes. While they pursue their biggest dreams, we're launching new initiatives to help them. Life-changing education opportunities are just the start. The NCAA is providing enhanced mental health services. We're guaranteeing scholarships and tuition and expanding access to healthcare. Visit ncaa.org/change to learn.
The legacy began in 1973. That was the year NCAA Division II was born. And since the very first day, our division has shaped generations of student athletes with a true sense of academics, athletics, and community. That is 5 decades of graduations, championships, teamwork, and personal development. 50 years of shaping student athletes into world-class leaders. NCAA Division II. Our division, our legacy.
Where's dominant in the points per game conference?
Welcome back inside Theisinger Gymnasium. Andrew Bexley and Matt O'Banion here for the final regular season matchup for each of these 2 teams, as there's a kickball. Shot clock will reset to 20, 14:52 left to play. At the dead ball, Shea Smith checked in for Rayvon Allen, and he's going to pick up Donovan Shangi's 14th best scorer in the conference at 15.5 per game. I'm not sure if that was touched or not. It wasn't. So that's a turnover. And then it was. They switch it. So it's going to be shorter ball.
And rarely do you see a turnover or a call be overturned by a referee who wasn't even next to it.
A really good pass and cut there. Bibbs with the finish. Lead goes back up to 6. As Alex Tavares will check in at the next dead ball. Jump stop from Smith. And then Tim's travel. So Alex comes in for long. Those are arguably 2 of the best perimeter shooters for the Warriors. Alex, on much lower volume, is shooting 63% from behind the arc. That's 12 of 19. He's also yet to miss a free throw, 8 of 8 from the charity stripe.
And he's just the definition of a spot-up shooter.
Good defense here from Smith. Shangi still got a look. It was no good. Rebounded by Tavares. Here goes Hallman. Really good matchup between the 2 number 1s, Rico Hallman and C.J. Williams. Williams has a couple of inches, but Hallman much stronger. Smith pulling up from his spot. You can count it, and a foul. Chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play for Shea Smith on his senior night. Shea Smith, a 68% free throw shooter, 5th year out of Little Rock, Arkansas. And he gets it to fall, and the Warriors a chance for them to set up some pressure. A cross-court feed for Smith. His floater over Tavares is good. They're looking to go inside to Timms. It was stolen away. And then a double dribble on Shangiz, who looked like he was in 2 minds. Sloppy 15 seconds of basketball. But we resume at 13:34, 16-11, the shorter lead. A 5 on the floor for the Warriors. Smith, Bell, Tavares, Hallman, and Timms. Still the starting 5 for shorter. Williams, Shangiz, Smith, Bibbs, and Davis. Bell turns the corner, then had his shot blocked by Bibbs. Chris Bibbs came off the bench his last 2 games after starting 23 in a row to open the season. So they're in a new starting lineup tonight, as are the Warriors. Hallman's sidestep jumper, no good, rebounded by Davis.
Hallman really loving those pull-up jumpers, really off the dribble, especially in the mid-range. Try and be a little bit better with those as we go on through the game.
Here's Williams. Now Tim's on him. And he picked up his dribble, so he needs some help. This is Bibbs. Bibbs, step back, 3, good. So lead now is 8, the biggest of the game so far for Shorter, who are been the better team on senior night so far. Hallman, spot up 3 for the right wing, no good off the front rim, and rebounded by Davis again. Davis already has 4 rebounds. Now here he is bringing it up himself. Nice crossover, and couldn't finish, but threw a foul. That was a really strong move by the 6'6" Jemias Davis from Utah, Alabama.
Looks like Christos Abaye also coming in for the Warriors here. We've seen him in the starting lineup a good bit this season. Is falling back, going to the bench. Also CJ Jordan coming in, honoring him with his 1,000th career points collegiately. So a big day for him getting celebrated with the seniors.
Osabaye and Davis, the 2 best players statistically the last time these 2 teams played. Osabaye had 18 points on 10 of 14 free throws for the Warriors, and Davis had 19.7 rebounds on 7 of 8 shooting, but he also fouled out and had 4 turnovers.
And Osabaye is going to be very big for the Warriors getting to the charity stripe, because he can have games where he can go double digits for attempts there.
Yeah, Chris is 6th in the conference in free throws attempted. He's 130 for 177 on the year. That's 73%. 3rd on the team in points per game, 4th in rebounds. Smith tipped it out of play, and that'll send us to our under 12 immediate timeout. A 10-point lead for the Hawks, who have started really well here in Tiziger Gymnasium. We'll be back after the break. Back underway here. CJ Williams gets the inbound. Looking to work on Jordan in the post. Good spin move. The jump shot looked good, but it was just too strong. Quick update on the North Greenville Francis Marion game. North Greenville is up 19-14 halfway through the half. Francis Marion is who the Hawks played last. As there's Eric Hackett. Speaking of last games, he's scored 20-plus points in 3 straight games. But to finish the point on Francis Marion, Alex Atkinson, a freshman from Lower Richland High School in Columbia, he put up 22 and 15 against Shorter on Monday in the win. He's got 5 points early for Francis Marion against the Trailblazers. It's a 7-point lead for Shorter here in Central after the made 3 by Hackett. Good defense by Osabaye, staying vertical. Shea Smith, the Warriors leader, grabs the rebound. Here's RJ Bell. Hackett, does he have another one in him? He does.
And that's the guy that you want getting hot at this moment. He's one of the leading scorers on this team. And if there was a Conference Carolina 6th Man of the Year award, he'd get it unanimous.
He would certainly get that award, Matt. You're 100% right. As the Warriors drop into a 2-3 zone, they go inside high-low with Williams and Davis. They're going to get that one on Osabaye, just his first. Aaron Timms does have 2. We missed that when he picked up his second, so he's going to have to sit for a little bit. Aaron's been in foul trouble a good bit this season, and he's unfortunately on senior night there again as Davis misses the first, and I can tell you what Chris is thinking right now. He's thinking ball doesn't lie.
Of course, it's good to have another big man in Osabaye when Timms is in foul trouble like in this one.
You have several guys you can go to down low for the Warriors, including Timms, Jordan if you want to go small, Osabaye, and they've even played Rico Holman down low at times here this season.
And we've also seen Marcus Long play at the 5 spot before, staying at 6'2", but man, can he get boards.
We did see that as Shea Smith tried a 3. Osabaye muscles it away, goes up through the contact. They say no foul. We play on in a scrap down low. Ball stays with the Warriors. Osabaye a little bit fired up, asking for a foul. It's a 5-point shorter lead halfway through the first half.
And just seeing in other moments when Osabaye gets fired up is just don't poke the bear in this situation, because Osabaye can go off.
They go right inside to him, and he finishes through contact. 6'7" out of Bronx, New York, needed every one of that to finish.
Welcome to the game, Chris Osabaye. Trying to muscle up that one and got through some contact too.
Now Davis in the post. Bell digs, hands it off to Williams. His shot's no good, scrapped and ripped away by RJ Bell. Now the Warriors can push the other way. They can tie the game with the 3. CJ Jordan was fouled, who headed to the free throw line. Really like the way the Warriors have responded after the under 12 timeout.
Looking so much more lively, especially in transition, getting down the court in a fastly manner.
Yeah, and really, man, if you think about it, just the way this lineup is constructed with Smith and Bell, Hackett, Jordan, Osabaye, you really have all you need. You've got the CJ Jordan, maybe a smaller 4, but he's essentially playing the middle of that zone and holding his own. Chris Osabaye just as big, just as strong, and then you got the 3 guards who you know can defend, but what they all do is score the ball extremely well. And the lead is cut to 1 by CJ Jordan.
We already saw it from Eric Hackett coming in this one. The first 2 baskets he had, 2 straight 3s for him. Or was 6 points in this one, leading the Warriors in only 2 minutes played.
Well, Colton Wilbanks and Carter Selman check in. That's Sengiz at the free throw line. And too easy of a look for the 14th best scorer in the conference, Donovan Sengiz Jr. from Birmingham, Alabama. Lead goes back to 3. Here goes Hackett.
Shingazi, such a great scorer, 14 in the conference, like you were just saying. Only listed at 5'11".
Eric Hackett, corner 3. This time it's too strong, and rebounded by the freshman Colton Wilbanks.
Shingazi listed, we were just saying 5'11". He's the shortest on the floor, but he will get down to go get some boards.
Warriors back in man, so they go inside to Davis with Jordan on him. Good defense there by Jordan until I believe the end. Maybe they're going to say he came down, but it's on Jordan. His first. That's a lot of the same contact that's happening on the other end. And CJ Jordan not a fan of that call. And I think what the adjustment from Coach Javon Summers, he's just a coach on the bench, is I think he wants CJ to maybe front that with Davis in the post. And I see a replay there. You make the call. Leads back up to 5.
Lastly, the Warriors had was the first bucket of the game, 2-0, and that's been 10 minutes.
Hackett inside. He finishes through contact, and he'll get a chance at an old-fashioned three-point play. Gotta stay down on that Eric Hackett shot fake. It's extremely good. I know how difficult it can be, but in that situation, you really just got to know he's going to want to get you up in the feet. But he can't hit the free throw. Lead stays at 3.
In the words of Mark Jackson, mama, there goes that man.
They go back to the 2-3 zone. So just mixing up the defensive looks. Here's Bibbs. Elbow jumper, no good, but long rebound. Went back to Shangazi before the foul on Smith. Shea's first, team foul number 5.
And the Warriors were already down low to get that rebound, just went into no man's land, and it came a rebound for Shangazi.
Get into Shangazi, working the middle of the 2-3 zone. He's going to split Smith and Hackett. They're playing very wide, are the two at the top of the zone. Now Wilbanks drives the closeout. Floater no good, and stayed in play initially with the ball and then stepped on the end line. 3-point lead shorter as we're through 12.
I am number one, not number 2. If I'm not the one, I'm uncomfortable. See the competition I've been running through. Leveled up, I only see him in my rear view. Yeah, I'm ballin', yeah, I'm ballin', been ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin', yeah, I'm ballin', been ballin'. I'm winning, get buckets from the court side to the nosebleeds, yeah, they love it. I'm winning, get buckets from the first in and the last out, see me coming. First take, I'm hotter than hot. Hotter than some boiling water, I bubble the pot. Team full of ballers, baby, we winning a lot. I'm like Curry with the rock when I get to my spot. I'm tapping in, I'm passionate, this is what passion is. This here, nah, this is no accident. From the start to the finish, I'm cashing in.
3-point lead for Shorter with just under 8 to play in the first half. CJ Jordan spotting up in the corner. It's too strong, and the rebound hauled in on the offensive end by RJ Bell. Cross-court feed for Osobaye, and he traveled. Neither Jordan nor Osobaye much of shooting threats from behind the arc. Osobaye is 24%, and CJ is 20. He's 20% from three-point land, despite being 53% in field goal percentage. Here's Davis. He tried to find the cutting Wilbanks. It was tipped outside to Bibbs. And the rebound eventually falls to Shea Smith. 2-on-2 break here with Jordan. That one didn't fall. CJ grabbed the rebound. He couldn't finish. And eventually hauled in by Wilbanks. And believe we have an injury. It's Carter Selman behind the play, and that's what the whistle's for.
Yeah, just grabbing at that left shoulder. A hard fall for him going for that rebound.
And Coach Stites asking for a goaltending call on, I'm not sure if it was Smith or Jordan's layup. He's saying a Hawk maybe pulled the net as we check out Selman. It looks like it's his left shoulder they're working on. McClock stopped at 6:59. A chance to look at some stats here really quickly. The Warriors are out rebounding Shorter 14-11. They have 6 offensive rebounds already. Both teams 3 assists. Warriors have 2 extra turnovers. 15-0 in bench points in favor of Southern Wesleyan. but they're shooting just 9 of 24 from the field and 2 of 7 from 3, while Shorter's 8 of 17 from the field and 3 of 6 from downtown. Back in this 2-3 zone are the Warriors. This is Bibbs. And Smith checked in for someone. This is him spotting up. And C.J. Jordan ripping the rebound away.
That is one thing about the Warriors. They're coming off the bench. They are incredible still scoring-wise. I mean, it is kind of padding it when you have Eric Hackett out there.
When you have 2 of your 3 leading scorers come off the bench, you know you have options whenever you need it.
And in just a sophomore, Eric Hackett has done wonders here at Southern Wesleyan.
There's Smith pulling up on the left side and extending the lead to 5. Ball screen from Jordan. They switch it, so Smith pulls up at the right elbow and it falls. We haven't seen that a lot from Shea Smith over the last few games, but that is where he is really, really good at. He is a terrific mid-range scorer, and he's starting to find that spot here on senior night. They go inside. Wilbanks couldn't finish the first time, but he did the second. That's a classic zone breaker, moving Jordan inside to get the open look for Wilbanks in the post. That's a tough one from Hackett. It's too strong. Rebounded by Jordan. CJ goes back up. Couldn't finish. Oso Baye the rebounds, and he was fouled. So much contact every time the ball is in the Warriors' paint. This time, Christopher is rewarded.
No, Sabaya, surprisingly, it's only his first trip to the charity stripe tonight.
73%. Mentioned he's 6th in the conference in free throws attempted, and he gets the first one to fall.
That's just the first foul on Wilbanks here. It's only the 4th team foul that Shorter's given up in this first half.
And Christopher knocks down 2. Rico Hallman checks in, so this is about as small as you see the Warriors tonight. Hallman, Jordan, Bell, Hackett, and Smith. 3 guards and really 2 forwards. C.J. Jordan out there playing the small ball 5 in this 2-3 zone.
C.J. Jordan, of course, we've been seeing him get a lot of offensive boards here. Look at see do the same thing, playing that middle spot in the 2-3 zone.
There's a travel on Bibbs, but Matt, they went back to the same action that got them a layup on the first time, but this time it was a great adjustment by Rico Hallman. He had started on the right wing, and then when Wilbanks came across, him and Jordan switched spots, so Rico ended up in the middle of the zone, and that's how the Hawks did not get a look. And then Shea Smith turned it over with the offensive foul. That's going to be personal number 2 on Shea. But they'll leave him in for now.
I mean, standing at 5'11", 160, it's not hard to draw a charge here.
Extra feed for Smith. He drives baseline. Shingazi in the corner. Looking to muscle through Hackett, and he traveled. Or we actually have a 3-second call, excuse me, so that one should be on Davis. And Bobby Taylor checks in for Shea Smith, so they stay with the guards. And Bobby, the 6-foot junior from nearby Clemson, South Carolina, attended Daniel High School just 4 miles up the road. He had a career-high 16 points as well as 11 assists against Carolina Christian last month. He is starting to shoot the ball better. He's made 2 of his last 3 attempts from beyond the arc after starting 2 of 17 from 3. There's Jordan battling inside. Bell, another offensive rebound. Nice no-look feed to Hackett. Chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play, but what a feed for R.J. Bell.
That was just perfect timing with Hackett driving baseline and Bell getting that rebound, a quick pass there. Just what a possession there for the Warriors.
And Hackett this time converts from the stripe. And we're tied at 30 apiece.
Now double digits here for Eric Hackett in just 8 minutes here.
Well, that's really what he does is you blink and he's at 10, then you blink again, he's at 20. So Exactly what the doctor ordered for the Warriors, who are now tied. They go inside to C.J. Williams. He fades but gets it to fall. Under 4 to play here in the first half. 2-point lead for the visiting Hawks. Extended minutes for Colton Wilbanks, the 6'6 freshman for the Hawks. Bell working from the post. His shot was out the side of the backboard and rebounded by Wilbanks. Now Shangazi pushing the pace the other way, but a nice feed inside to Williams. On one end it was Bell. This time it's Shangazi. Lead back up to 4. Bell splitting the defense and the soft touch off the back rim. Just like that, RJ answers.
And that's what the Warriors need to keep doing for the remainder of this first half. Still down by 2, needing a whole lot more full possessions here.
This is Davis. Now Smith. Cross-court feed for Shangazi. 10 on the shot clock. Williams faked the extra pass, then pulled up from the mid-range. It's no good. Scrapped and rebounded by Hackett. Warriors have numbers if they go the right way. Behind the back feed, left-handed layup was blocked by Smith. Now the Hawks go the other way. Here's Wilbanks. Charge. Bobby Taylor putting his body on the line for the Warriors, who trail by 2 with 2:52 to play. Back after the break.
You played before that. Trying to have them film or something.
And it's West.
West Shields FC, we're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen.
Black Warriors FC, we're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen.
West Shields FC, we're by far the greatest team
the world has ever seen.
The legacy began in 1973. That was the year NCAA Division II was born. And since the very first day, our division has shaped generations of student athletes with a true sense of academics, athletics, and community. That is 5 decades of graduations, championships, teamwork, and personal development. 50 years of shaping student athletes into world-class leaders. NCAA Division II. Our division, our legacy.
Back now with a look at that last RJ Bell feed to Eric Hackett. A really nice feed from RJ. As we're back underway, RJ's got it. He's at the ball a whole lot for the Warriors here today, but this time he turns it over. Maybe through some contact when we play on. C.J. Williams has it now, and he lost it. There's Bell with the steal. Kick up ahead to Jordan, who finishes with the right hand.
We're back tied now, 34 apiece. Big defensive possession here for the Warriors. Wide open man in the corner. The pull-up jumper, that one's good for Smith.
Shot was good there from Smith. Miscommunication between Hallman and Hackett getting back into the zone. I think Rico was trying to push Eric down low, but they couldn't get to it in time. RJ Bell, he wants a 3 in rhythm. It's no good and rebounded by Williams. This is Shangazi through the lane. Couldn't finish. Blew it. Too strong. Rebounded by Taylor. Now the Warriors going back the other way. This game has a nice speed, and there's a nice feed. Hallman blew it, and C.J. Jordan finished it. We're back tied at 36.
And Warriors trying to get the lead here. Opened up the game with a lead. Now trying to get it back here. 36 apiece. As it looks like Seelman wrapped up on that left shoulder as we entered the game.
Here's Smith pulling up from just inside the free throw line and rattled it home. Too easy of a shot there. Can't give a Division II college basketball player that easy of a look from 14 feet. They're going to knock it down. Lead back up to 2. Hallman looking to bang with Davis. Pump fake. Up. Finished by Rico Hallman.
It's back and forth here. 38 now. Under a minute left to play. It's about 23 seconds in between shot clock and game clock.
They go inside to Williams. Right back to that play that Will Banks finished earlier. This time Williams finishes. A 6-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. And Coach Stites trying to call a timeout to set a play.
And the referee over there, over by the scores table, said Stites only said it twice, but even we could hear it up here. He was hollering it for a while.
30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here, Matt. Who do you think they're going to go to here? Maybe Eric Hackett if he stays on the floor, RJ Bell. What were you thinking here?
I would love to see Eric Hackett splash another 3-ball here to give the Warriors the lead. Might try to find him in the corner over there by the shorter bench. But you can also go to RJ Bell. He's been very ball dominant in this first half for the Warriors. Does only have 4 points, 2 for 8 shooting. But he could be a great facilitator to try to kick out the Hackett in the corner.
Yeah, and you're right, man. Honestly, if it was me, I probably would try to get Alex Tavares back in for this possession. You know you have an offensive possession. Why not get statistically your best shooter into the game? Instead, they go with Long, another very good shooter. Either way, you're going to add spacing one way or another. So it's Long, Taylor, Hackett, Jordan, and Hallman, 24 to play. And like we mentioned, a 6-second difference.
Bobby Taylor running the floor here. Hackett over there in the corners.
Hallman attacking, up and under, finishes just before the shot clock buzzer. Nice finish there from Rico Hallman. Timeout called by Coach Anderson.
And 5.1 here. They will call a timeout. 40 apiece here.
We'll just keep it right here. Another quick timeout. After that time, Rico Hallman up to 6 points now in the game. The feed from Taylor, his first assist. Eric Hackett leads the Warriors with 11 points. Smith has 13 for Shorter and 9 for Davis, who is 7 of 8 from the stripe. He's also got 7 rebounds, 3 assists. They had about a second and a half on the clock, so we're at 6.4, tied at 40. Shorter will have to go the length of the court, and likely the Warriors going to push up and just make life difficult. Don't give them any free lanes to the basket here. They inbound to Shane Gazy. Warriors have no fouls to give. It's going to have to be Donovan, who lost it, and that will be the end of the first half. What a first half it was. Extremely entertaining on both sides of the floor. We're square at 40. Back in a bit with a halftime report and then the start of the second half between the Southern Wesleyan University Warriors and the Shorter University Hawks.
life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Our virtues set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolina.
The legacy began in 1973. That was the year NCAA Division II was born. And since the very first day, our division has shaped generations of student athletes with a true sense of academics, athletics, and community. That is 5 decades of graduations, championships, teamwork, and personal development. 50 years of shaping student athletes into world-class leaders. NCAA Division II. Our division, our legacy.
On campuses nationwide, the NCAA is making transformative changes for student athletes. While they pursue their biggest dreams, we're launching new initiatives to help them. Life-changing education opportunities are just the start. The NCAA is providing enhanced mental health services. We're guaranteeing scholarships and tuition and expanding access to healthcare. Visit ncaa.org/change to learn more.
Diamond T Promotional Gear is just a family-owned business that provides screen printing, embroidery, vinyl graphics, cars and banners. We've been in business now for over 32 years.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, you played before that. Trying to have them film or something.
That is why.
West Shore FC, we're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen.
We're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen.
West Shore FC, we're by far the greatest team
the world has ever seen.
We're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen.
Welcome back inside Tidesker Gymnasium here for the start of the second half between the Southern Wesleyan University Warriors and the Shorter University Hawks. We're all square at 40 through 20. Will Smith get us back underway? Not just yet. And CJ Jordan hauls down the rebound. 2 Warriors on the floor right now with 2 personal fouls, Shea Smith and Aaron Timms. Joining them is Bell, Hackett, and Jordan. Nice back cut there from Hackett. And 2 pump fakes. The second one got Bibbs up in the air, and Hackett scored. He's up to 13 now in the game. The Warriors out-rebounded Shorter in the first half, 21-16, but Shorter shot the ball extremely well, over 50% in that first half. So that's how we got to 40 apiece. CJ Jordan's second rebound of the second half after Donovan Shangazy's jumper. We go into the post to Timms. He's going to want to get back to that left hand. He does, and then he was fouled. First personal on Davis. He shot 8 free throws in the first half. He's got 9 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists.
It's the Warriors' first lead since this game was underway. Actually got the first buckets of the first half, now first buckets of the second half here.
Aaron Timms, a 60% free throw shooter, senior from Chicago, Illinois. And he knocks down 2.
Hopefully the Warriors can come out in this second half and get more of a rhythm to really raise that lead. Because for KPI reasons, they need a big win here to help their case.
Davis inside. He finishes. It's his first bucket of the second half. He's up into double digits, joining Smith and Hackett. Here's Bell. Hackett this time gets Bibbs in the air, but couldn't draw the contact. And the Hawks come the other way.
It's 13 points for Eric Hackett, 13 minutes coming off the bench. And a 3-ball made there by Davis. He's now 1 for 2 in the game with 11 points.
Yeah, really confident shot there from a 39% three-point shooter. Davis just stepped right into it and knocked it down. He knocked down all 3 of his attempts from behind the arc against SWU in the first matchup. And now Timms again with the left hand. He's starting to find a rhythm on his senior night with 8 points.
Did have Hackett out there in the corner, but then also just decided to take it himself with that left hand that he's so good at.
Back for Davis. Poked away for a second by Hackett. Davis got it back. Then there's Smith in the passing lane. 4-on-1 break. Smith, Bell spotting up for 3. No good off the front rim and rebounded by Smith.
And Bell was calling for that one as soon as there was contact from Smith.
It's probably the right play. You have the extra numbers. You think you have a good chance of either hitting the 3 or getting the offensive rebound. They got neither. Then Davis came down and hit one of his own.
Now back in the favor of Shorter, 48-46 here. Warriors having to try to tie it up once again.
Smith, nice move. He goes up and he was fouled. So 2 shots here for Shea Smith. He made his first attempt back in the first half. He's one of those Warriors with 2 personal fouls. And that one just the first on CJ Williams for Shorter.
And trying to put a nice game together, having his family out in the stands, supporting him on his senior night. And now 6 points in the game, trying to go 7.
Out of Little Rock, Arkansas. He had struggled a little bit in the month of February. Don't think he's fully healthy. He's averaging just 4 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist on 30% shooting from the field and 14% three-point shooting in the month of February. One thing he has been doing well is shooting the free throw. He's 71% in this month from the free throw line, and Hackett picks up a foul holding Chris Bibbs. But Shea Smith, his best game already so far this month. He is up to 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Deep feed for Bibbs, who traveled. It certainly would have been highlight reel for the junior from Panama City Beach, Florida, but you're only allowed 2 steps in this league.
Of course, he started stepping from the black line right after half court.
There's Shea again. A really good shot for him. That is his shot, but Davis grabbed the board. Seen a lot of Davis with the ball in the perimeter as well, and there's a beautiful feed. That's why. Great look from Jemias Davis inside to Chris Bibbs.
Bibbs now with 7 in the game, and now Davis with 3 assists here in the game.
And Jordan around for Smith. Looking to work inside for Timms. He'll bang with Davis. Jordan stepping into a 3. It's no good. Timms hauled it in. Now Jordan on his way to the rim and finishes with the right hand. All square at 50. Through 4, it's 10 each.
And the Warriors now with 11 offensive rebounds in the game to Schroeder's 2. As this one's now tied 50 apiece. And Williams now heading to the line. Foul going to be called on Aaron Timms. Going to be his 3rd foul of the game.
And that'll send us to a media timeout. So Chris Osobaya will check in after we come back. All square at 50.
Legacy began in 1973. That was the year NCAA Division II was born. And since the very first day, our division has shaped generations of student athletes with a true sense of academics, athletics, and community. That is 5 decades of graduations, championships, teamwork, and personal development. 50 years of shaping student athletes into world-class leaders. NCAA Division II. Our division, our legacy.
Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily. Our 15 current member institutions work hard daily to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. Please visit conferencecarolinas.com to learn more about Conference Carolinas. Speaking of learning more about Conference Carolinas, there's a few other matchups around the conference here today. Shawan is at Barton, Mount Olive's at UNC Pembroke, Belmont Abbey's at Leeds McRae, Young Harris is at Erskine, Converse is at King, and then the one that matters the most for the Warriors today, Francis Marion, is at North Greenville. The Trailblazers are up by 7, which means the Warriors are going to have to find a way to win here today.
Chris Osobaya just moments ago tying up this one 52-52 apiece with a tough bucket getting to the basket. That was Smith, actually not Smith, Davis, stepping out of bounds. We were trying to keep it in. Unfortunately for the Warriors, trying to have it here.
Here's Hackett with Davis on him. Looking to attack the bigger man, and said they would just get it out to Smith.
That'll be Bibbs switching on to Hackett in the corner and leaving just an open lane for an and one. For Shea Smith had his chance at an old-fashioned three-point play.
Just great action to empty out by R.J. Bell there, and just a wide open lane for Shea Smith for a chance at an old-fashioned three-point play. Really great team basketball all around for the Warriors, who take the lead and a chance to build it.
That was a big possession there for the Warriors. Thankfully coming with 3 points there.
Shea Smith now up into double digits. He's got 10. Back into zone. They go inside. Williams faces up, falls away, shot's no good, rebounded by Osabaye.
By just his third rebound here in the game, but making it count.
Now Jordan through the lane. He finishes with the right hand. Timeout called by Shorter. Quick 5-0 spurt for the Warriors. It's Smith and Jordan. Timeout called by head coach Wade Anderson. Just like that, the Warriors have back-to-back scores in the paint and a free throw, and they lead by 5. We'll take the timeout with them. 14:25 to play. A 7-0 run for the Warriors over the last minute and 27 seconds. 9-2 if you extend it to 2 minutes and 10 seconds. They made 4 of their last 5 shots from the field. That floater gets a soft roll from Jabarius Smith, a 6'6 senior from Duluth, Georgia. Lead down to 3.
And it was the Warriors up at their most 5 points. They were trailing at most by 10 back in the first half.
Eric Hackett's 3 rims out. Rebounded by Smith. Chance for Shengazi to push the pace the other way, but they don't have numbers. Extra feed. Does he have another in him? He does. Jamias Davis, 3 of 3 from behind the arc in this half.
Now 20 points for him in this game total. 20 points and 9 assists, 4 rebounds.
He was their leader last game against the Warriors as well. Had 19 and 7, made all 3 of his shots from behind the arc. And we have a loose ball foul on Osabaye. Chris is second. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 fouls in 9 minutes for Christopher Osabaye out of the Bronx, New York.
Been tied here at 57 apiece.
Shengazi, good look and gets it to fall. Back-to-back threes and Shorter, a mini 6-0 run. They take a lead. Inside for Osabaye. Working on Davis. That one's on the floor, but it is a foul. I believe on Davis. It is. His second. So he'll have to be somewhat careful. He's been the best Hawk today. And with how much contact comes in this paint on this side of the floor, I'd imagine the Warriors at least attempt to go at him.
Now with Rico Hallman in the game, trying to get some boards. Might see a lot more mid-range action. Pull-up jumper. 3-ball good from Eric Hackett.
So good. So good at that. The initial play broke down, and Eric's like, you know what, I'll just get a bucket myself, and he ties it up back at 60 apiece.
16 points, 3 3-pointers for Eric Hackett coming off the bench.
Now Shengazi, can he answer right back? He scored a 3 on the last possession. That one just outside of the reach of Hackett. Extra feed for Shangazi. 8 on the shot clock. He fires away and swishes away. We've had threes on 3 straight possessions between the two teams, and Shorter takes a 63-60 lead.
It's going to be a battle right down to the end with both teams playing like this.
Bell through the lane. Left hand off the glass. Too strong. Rebounded by Davis. Selman. Extra feed. Corner. Smith. 3. Short. Rebounded by Hallman.
Very fortunate there for the Warriors. Where Smith only 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 from three-point land.
Yeah, he's 1 for 4. The rest of the team is 8 of 14. Or excuse me, they are 7 of 11 from behind the arc. It's a pretty good number. Now Shea Smith, 5 on the shot clock. Got to get something going. Tries to get through the lane. Staying vertical was Bibbs, and there's a shot clock violation. Great defense from Chris Bibbs. And that'll send us to immediate timeout. Shorter has responded well over the past 3 minutes, and they have a 3-point lead. Back underway from Tiziger Gymnasium, where the Shorter Hawks have caught fire from 3 in the second half. They are 5 of 8 in this period, 8 of 15, which is 53% overall. This is the 12th best three-point shooting team and the 14th best three-point shooting team coming into the game. Shorter at 7.1 three-pointers made per game, SWU at 7, but today the Warriors have just 3 made threes, while Shorter has 8. The two teams exchanged 2-point field goals there coming back from the under 12 timeout, and the lead is back to 3.
And switching over to the NGU Francis Marion game, NGU and the Trailblazers right now running away with it as we're under 10 minutes left to play. Kind of the same timeline we're seeing with this gun. 63-50. That scores right now with NGU leading.
And Davis just hit his toughest 3 yet. That was a terrific move from Jamias Davis. Enrico Hallman answers with the finger roll. But man, Davis is having a day. He has 23 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. He's 4 of 5 from downtown.
He's just not missing from three-point land tonight. And he's just making it look so easy and effortless out there.
And the Warriors are defending them better. That one was not well defended by Selman. They had been defending Davis better. He just keeps hitting them. And can they capitalize on him in the post with Osobaya? Remember, Davis does have those 2 personal fouls. Chris going to work, and that one's on Davis. And they're going to have words. And they give double technical fouls, but I believe that should count as 2 personals for Davis. So we have the bump, and we have the double T. That should be 2 personal fouls on Jamias Davis, and that would be a massive turn of events.
That puts your best scorer in a lot of foul trouble. Now 4 fouls if they count it like that. He'll sub off here. Has played the most minutes out of anyone on the court with 30 minutes.
And that's because he hasn't set yet. This is the first time that Jemias Davis is going to have a cup of Gatorade from the sideline, as he now has 4 personal fouls.
A big chance for the Warriors to get back in this game. That's the best score going off the floor here.
And not just their best scorer today, but a man who has been on fire from 3. While the Warriors are looking to get layups, Davis has been hitting 3s as Timms fights for an offensive rebound. They throw it ahead, but Smith deflected away into the hands of Shangazi, who was fouled by Aaron Timms, I believe. That would be his third if it's on him. They're actually going to give it to Shea Smith, his third. So the foul trouble starting to build up for each team. The lead building up for Shorter. They're up by 7. They made 7 of their last shots from behind the arc. Shangazi knocks down the first, and 76% free throw shooter. First in the conference in minutes per game, second in the conference in total minutes. He is at 40.1 minutes per game over his last 8. That's because they played multiple overtime games during that stretch.
That's just a real grind coming from a player like that. Finding some rest here, but not for the reason that he would want. Already 4 fouls here in the game.
Here's Hackett. What can Eric create? A look for RJ Bell in the corner. It's short. The Warriors stay cold from 3, and that's going to be the 4th personal foul on Shea Smith.
That's just not really a smart foul there. That's Jordan have to come on, having 10 points here. So does Smith. Jordan just a little bit more disciplined, only 1 foul to him.
Both teams now in the bonus. 8:40 to play. A 9-point lead for Shorter. So Bell will pick up Shangazi now with Smith on the bench with 4. Selman for 3, short. Finally a miss from 3 from the Hawks. They were 7 of 10 from 3.5 before that shot. Bell through the lane. It's on the floor, but it's free throws.
And Shorter is 10 for 17 from three-point land on the night. Shooting right at 58.8, almost 59% from 3. These two teams locked even at 11 for 12 from the charity stripe.
And Bell misses the front end. That could be a big miss. They stay down by 9 with 8 to play.
And the Warriors need all the buckets they can get here, being down by 9, as you just said. And with a guy shooting like that in Shangazi, his 3rd 3 of the night, now 13 in the game.
That was just a terrific shot from Donovan Shangazi. Great defense from Bell, better shot from the 14th best scorer in the conference.
The Warriors are scoreless in almost 2 minutes.
Hallman, can he answer? He can't. And eventually the rebound goes to Williams. Lead is extended to 12. Now Bibbs spinning, kicking, extra feet around for Selman. He'll drive. And good defense from Bell. Now Smith. He goes up. It's no good off the front rim. Another needed stop for the Warriors, but just as badly do they need to score.
That was so much a better job defensively, locking down the shooter.
And they say it's on the floor, so Jordan gets 1 and 1. But after we come back from a break, 7:12 to play, 76-64, Shorter leads thanks to an 8-0 run.
Campuses nationwide, the NCAA is making transformative changes for student athletes. While they pursue their biggest dreams, we're launching new initiatives to help them. Life-changing education opportunities are just the start. The NCAA is providing enhanced mental health services. We're guaranteeing scholarships and tuition and expanding access to healthcare. Visit ncaa.org/change to learn more.
The legacy began in 1973. That was the year NCAA Division II was born. And since the very first day, our division has shaped generations of student athletes with a true sense of academics, athletics, and community. That is 5 decades of graduations, championships, teamwork, and personal development. 50 years of shaping student athletes into world-class leaders. NCAA Division II. Our division, our legacy.
.12 to play back in Teisinger Gymnasium. Andrew Baxley and Matt O'Banion here for the final time in Teisinger Gymnasium, as well as 7 other seniors on this men's basketball team. Rico Hallman, Shea Smith, Marcus Long, Rayvon Allen, RJ Bell, Alex Tavares, and Aaron Timms. CJ Jordan, who's also recognized before the game, but for getting his 1,000th career points, he knocks down the front end of a 1-and-1.
Now 1,011, trying to make 1,012, and does.
2-2 for the strike from Jordan, leads down to 10, and a chance for the Warriors to tipped by Bell into the hands of Hallman. Hallman, Bell, Hackett, corner 3, they need it, they got it. Just like that, lead goes down to 7 thanks to Eric Hackett. He has all 4 made threes for the Warriors in this game. More helter-skelter defense, and Jordan knocked it out of play. Saved a layup.
Having to hold our breaths in that transition there. Luckily, CJ Jordan able to get back.
Shengazi the trigger. Into CJ Williams. Hibbs tried to drive. He was met with Bell and couldn't finish, rebounded by Hallman. Warriors pushing the other way. They have the last 5. Can they add to it? They've got a smaller Shengazi on Jordan. And Jordan turned it over. Into the hands of Smith. Ball screen from Williams. Williams on the drive. He was fouled by, I believe, Bell. Either way, it's free throws. And they're going to call that one on RJ Bell. His first. So a quick 5-0 run got the Warriors back down to 7. Let's see if Williams can end it. The first free throw is good for a 83% free throw shooter. He's down to just 5.3 points per game and 2.3 rebounds over his last 4, but he's started 13 straight games after starting just 2 before that. And today, he's got 12 and 4 as well as 2 steals.
Now a 9-point game here. We're trying to go on another run.
There's Timms in the post. Looking to get right back to that left hand. He does, and they'll count it. Chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play, Aaron Timms.
And that's exactly what they needed right there. That's a difficult shot there, but that's the spot that Timms wanted to be in with that left hand.
Personal foul number 2 on Williams. Timms knocks down the free throw. 3 of 3 there tonight. And just a 60% free throw shooter. They get into Selman and break it with Williams. It's 2 on 3. Bell nearly forced a travel, and now Shengazi will slow it down. Good job by the Warriors getting back after the press. He's got the switch on Timms. What can he create? A look for Williams from the left wing. It's good. They stay blazing hot from behind the arc. 9 of 13 in the second half from 3.
And Tolder, 12 of 20.
Here's Timms inside, left hand, soft touch. It's good.
They're over 58% from 3 ball tonight. That is insane.
Especially when you look at the Warriors, they're 4 of 16, 25% from behind the arc. This is Williams at 15 on the shot clock. Selman drives, he pulls up, can't hit it, rebounded by Bell. Warriors looking to push the place, under 5 minutes to play. Nice feed for Jordan. He goes up and it was blocked by the underside of the basket.
The Warriors having too many empty possessions here, going on one of those runs.
Speaking of runs, Francis Marion has got the North Greenville lead down to 8 with 6 to play. Warriors, if they can't pull out a win here, they need a loss for North Greenville. So far, neither result going their way.
You also have to think about Shorter as well. Right now ranked 14th in KPI. We could see a jump from them possibly.
2 shots here for Shingazi. First one rattles in. He's a 76% free throw shooter. Yet to sit here tonight. Mentioned he's first in the conference in minutes per game. Over 40 in his last 8. 40 per game. Lead is 9 with 4:30 to play. Here's Timms. Cross-court feet was stolen away. Shingazi, step back 3, no good off the front rim, rebounded by Bell. Warriors pushing the pace. Here's Hallman, straight through the lane, left hand, counted in a foul. Chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play. This time it's Rico Hallman.
Hallman now up to 10 in the game. Has been fairly quiet, but inching his way into double digits there.
And he knocks down the second. That's a 6-point swing. Shingazi got a good look, didn't hit it, and now Rico comes down and gets 3 of his own. The hard way, the lead is 6. Would love another 6-point swing real quick. Here's Bibbs.
At 4 left to play.
He's asking for a screen of something. Instead crosses over and kicks. Williams from the right wing. Good. Another made 3. They're up to 13 on the game. That's number 10 of the second half. Lead goes back to 9. Bell scooping through the lane. He goes up with the right hand. It's no good. Rebound Jordan. There's a foul on the floor. It'll be 2 shots for CJ when we come back. The Warriors trail by 9 with 3.5 to play. The Shorter University Hawks lead, 3:35 to play, and a massive Conference Carolinas showdown. Potentially the most meaningful of the 6 games on tonight's slate, because the Warriors currently sit in 12th place in the KPI rankings. North Greenville, the team who sits at 13th, currently have a 11-point lead over Francis Marion. That's with 4:40 to play. So the Warriors
running out of time.
Running out of time. We cannot confirm anything tonight based on the KPI rankings, which is a calculated point system. It's not a certain win and loss. It's based on who you beat and where you beat them. So we'll likely see tomorrow, regardless of result, if the Warriors make the conference tournament or not. C.J. Jordan goes 1 of 2 from the stripe. The lead is at 8 with 3:30 to play. Ball in the hands of Jemias Davis, who has 4 personal fouls. He's been the best player on the court tonight, and it's a 10-second call. Terrific defense from Rico Hallman.
And really underrated defense tonight. Looking at a stat sheet here, 3 steals already for him.
5 on the floor for the Warriors is Bell, Hackett, Jordan, Hallman, Osobeye. Jordan goes straight to work in the post. Up and around Williams, who fouled him. Warriors head back to the free throw line. Williams is 4th. 2 shots for the 6th most attempted free throw shooter in the conference. As the gym falls quiet, Christopher knocks down the first, a 73% free throw shooter. He knocked down 10 of his 14 attempts the first time these two teams played for a team-high 18 points. Now he knocks down 2. Lead is 6 with 3:21 to play. They bring in Shea Smith for this defensive possession. He has 4 personal fouls, so has to be careful in this press. They go into Davis, another guy with 4 fouls. He turned it over into the hands of Hackett. Now Hallman through the lane, counted in a foul. Rico Hallman a chance at an old-fashioned three-point play, and Jemias Davis is fouled out. What a turnaround. 2 turnovers in 20 seconds for a man who had been terrific for the first 30 minutes plus of the game.
And my, oh my, look at this replay. Rico Hallman knowing exactly what to do, going right at Davis, who fouls out with a final stat of 23 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists.
Free throw no good. Shea Smith lost that play. It was a 5-0 run in 37 seconds before Hallman missed the free throw. Lead stays at 4, but again, the Warriors can press. They had got it into Davis twice. He turned it over twice. Now he's sitting down. Selman might have got away with a push, but they break it quickly. C.J. Williams on the right wing thought about a 3. They have been hot. If you're just joining us, they're 13 of 22, 59% from 3 here tonight. 10 of 15, 66.7% in the second half. And Bibbs gets around Hallman, flies into the lane, can't finish with the right hand. R.J. Bell hauls down the rebound. Cross-court feed for Smith. Extra pass Hallman. Now Jordan around for Bell. He'll drive and kick. Hackett. Hallman, left wing 3. Oh, no good. That would have been absolutely beautiful, but the Warriors keep it. It's a team offensive rebound. That's number 13. And Osobeye checks in for Shea Smith.
Also talking about C.J. Williams, did not take that 3-ball opportunity. He's 3 for 3 in the game.
I mean, just look at the way this ball moves.
Just what could have been.
Should have fell, man. Should have fell. They go inside to Osobeye. He battles inside, and that's number 5 on Williams. So just like that, their 2 forwards foul out, Davis and Williams. This will be the 6'6 freshman Colton Wilbanks.
He's got 4 rebounds, and that's what he's in here for.
He played 7 minutes in the first half.
And that takes away probably one of the best 3-point shooters on the floor right now. Had perfect.
2 of them. 2 of them really quickly. They might be 2 bigs, but they have shot combined 7 of 8 from 3 between their 2 bigs.
And this game is not over with.
Warriors leaving points at the line. 2 missed free throws on their last 2 trips with a chance again for them to press. This is Bibbs. He'll circle around and bring it out. Still Bibbs. Handoff for Smith. Good ball pressure from Hallman. Bell denying Shangazi. 10 on the shot clock. 2:13 on the game clock. This is Smith pulling up. No good. It's long and rebounded by Hackett. Now Bell the other way. A smaller Shangazi on Osobeye. He goes to the basket and was fouled and parades back to the free throw line.
Oops. That one's going on Smith. That's his first foul. if that would have gone against Sengazi, it would have been number 4 for him as well.
The Hawks are scoreless over their past 1 minute and 41 seconds. Osobay knocks down the first.
And trying to make this a 1-point game here, under 2 minutes left to play.
Here's a replay of that last foul. I think they call Smith on the push from behind. Either way, Chris knocks down the pair, and that means Shea Smith can check in, and it means an even deadlier pressure from the Warriors. It's 86-85, 158, an 8-0 run over 1 minute and 49 seconds.
Such a big defensive possession here for the Warriors.
Can they dig deep for another stop? Good defense on the ball from Hackett so far. He stays on Bibbs. Smith with 4 fouls on Shengazi. Through the lane goes Donovan. He lost it for a second. Kick out 3. Bibbs, good! A massive shot for Chris Bibbs. Lead back to 4. Hallman through the lane. Left-handed scoop layup, no good. Bibbs lost it. Jordan got it. He goes up and he finishes. Lead goes back to 2. Timeout called by Coach Stites. What a game of basketball we have here.
With 1 minute 22 left to play, what last few seconds that has been in the game. So heavy on this game as well. And what a 3-ball coming there for Bibbs. Just his second of the game, 2 for 3 now. He's got 12 in the game, but just ice in his veins. And just such a great rip there for the Warriors. As CJ Jordan now with 15 points in the game, now makes it back to a 2-point deficit here, a 1-possession game here with 1:22 left to play.
Honestly, Matt, really, really good composure from CJ because he was in a scrap for the ball down low and literally went straight up from the floor with it. He did good to even make it. Like you said, he's got 15 to go with 8 rebounds. 14-3 in favor of the Warriors in the offensive rebound department. That's the key for them. The key for Shorter has been the threes. They are shooting 11 of 16 from 3 in this half. 11 made threes in one half. The Warriors have just 4 as a team, and they've all come from the sophomore Eric Hackett. Number 24 on your screen. The clock has stopped at 1:22. The lead is 2. Here's a chance for the Warriors to set their press. Shea Smith, Eric Hackett, RJ Bell, CJ Jordan, and Rico Hallman. It's Chris Bibbs to inbound for the Hawks. Smith nearly ripped it away, but Selman ripped through that contact and drew the foul. So that means Shea Smith will foul out.
And great job by CJ Jordan going to get him there. You hate to see it on a senior night from Shea Smith, but what a game it's been for him. 10 points, 4 for 4 from the charity stripe, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. He's been incredible for the Warriors in this one. He has nothing to hang his head about.
First shot of a 1-and-1 is good from Selman. And can the fellow Warriors pick him up? Shea Smith on senior night has fouled out. 2 remain in the game, Hallman and Bell. As Selman, even bad shoulder and all, knocks down 2. Lead goes back to 4. 91-87, 1:15 to play.
Cannot have any turnovers here. Empty looks.
Osobay through the contact, tipped up, got the rebound.
Yes, he can!
Counted in a foul. Another chance for a 3-point play. Christopher Osobay.
And just waiting for that one to come down from the rim, and it finally does. And historic Tysinger Gymnasium just erupts.
Number 3 on Selman. This is a massive free throw for Osobay. He gets it to fall. Lead is 1, 1:06 to play. Warriors would love a quick stop. Selman got it in with Bell on him. Cross-court feed. Well judged by Bibbs, and he got it. And he'll back it out, run some clock. Bibbs turns the corner. Inside, he was fouled by Osobay on the block. It's going to be 2 shots.
Now 10 fouls total. A double bonus here for both teams. and it's Osabaya's 4th foul.
2 shots here for Bibbs. 71% on the year gets the friendly roll.
Now a 2-point game. Another made one would make it 3.
17 for 18. Really good from the free throw line tonight. Have the Hawks been. Now make that 19 of 20 after those 2 makes. This is Bell trying to get baseline on Smith. 40 on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock. Don't need a 3 just yet unless this man has it. Eric Hackett. CJ Jordan, 10 on the shot clock. Gotta go work quickly. Osobaya has a mismatch. Holman wants a 3. It's long. Rebounded by Jordan into Shangazi. Up ahead for Will Banks, who will flush it home. A massive turn of events. A 5-point lead for Shorter. Jordan goes quickly. They let him go. He misses a layup. Osobaya offensive rebound. He finishes. A 3-point game with 11 to play. Timeout called by the Warriors.
And the dunk there by Will Banks, just feeling like a dagger to the Warriors there.
Just a massive turn of events. Rico Holman, a look to tie the game, and it ended up a wide open dunk for Colton Wilbanks, who had checked in for 2 starting forwards, Jamias Davis and CJ Williams, who had each fouled out. In comes the freshman Colton Wilbanks, and potentially his biggest points of his young career. And about as easy as they come, too. It's going to be Shorter ball, leading by 3, 95-92. Both teams are in the bonus. 1 timeout remains for the Warriors, 2 remain for the Hawks. The inbounder is Chris Bibbs. Their best free throw shooter, CJ Williams. He's fouled out. So they go into Selman. Timms doubles. Got a foul now, and they do. So they'll send Chris Bibbs, who's 71% and 2 for 2 from the line tonight. Remember, they have missed just 1 free throw tonight. 19 of 20 from the charity stripe. The Warriors cannot advance the ball at the timeout. 7.7 left they have, just 1 remaining. The first is good. You imagine they'll use it either way. The lead is 6 as CJ Jordan checks in for Aaron Timms. Chris Bibbs, a second shot. He knocks it home. 4 of 4 today. It's a 5-point lead with 7 seconds to play. Eric Hackett's got to go, and he's got to go quickly. Screen from Jordan. Hackett from just inside the volleyball line. It's off, and that will do it. Shorter comes in and gets a massive victory on the road. That's just their 4th in conference play this season, and it might have stolen a conference tournament berth from the Southern Wesleyan University Warriors. They were absolutely on fire in the second half. 11 of 16 from 3, 68.8%, and they did not miss a free throw. 14 for 14, despite missing out Jamias Davis, who had 23 and 11, who fouled out. Despite missing out CJ Williams, who had 19 on 3 of 3 threes and fouled out. They come in and they battle and they get a massive, massive conference victory. What a game, what a win for Shorter. And to make things worse, it's now a 12-point game. North Greenville leads Francis Marion 86-74 with 1:20 to play. 29 points for Michael Wilson Jr. Will he be the villain of this Southern Wesleyan University Warriors season? Matt, what a crazy, crazy game.
Yeah, just really looking at those 3-point numbers, comparison between both teams. 14 for 23 and 4 for 19. All 4 threes coming from Eric Hackett. You would think with the Warriors, if they could have shot just even a little bit better from beyond the arc, a completely different game, and they might be sleeping good tonight thinking about a conference berth. But now, having to stay up all night pretty much for Joel Stites and Javon Summers to see what happens here with KPI. And right now, it's not looking good for the Warriors with that. As right now, 87-76 with a minute left in the Patriots and the Trailblazers game.
Yeah, so that's the most important one to watch now for the Warriors, but they couldn't get it done here on senior night. And really do give credit to the Hawks, man. They came in and they shot the lights out the ball. We'll take a quick break and come back and wrap things up here from Theisinger Gymnasium.
I am number one, not number two. If I'm not the one, I'm uncomfortable. See the competition I've been running through. Leveled up, I only see him in my rear view. Yeah, I'm ballin', yeah, I'm ballin', been ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin', yeah, I'm ballin', been ballin'. I'm winning, get buckets from the court side to the nosebleeds, yeah, they love it. I'm winning, get buckets on the first in and the last out, see me coming. First take, I'm hotter than hot. Hotter than some boiling water, I bubble the pot. Team full of ballers, baby, we winning a lot. I'm like Curry with the rock when I get to my spot. I'm tapping in, I'm passionate. This is what passion is. This here, nah, this is no accident. From the start to the finish, I'm cashing in.
Welcome back inside Theisinger Gymnasium. Andrew Baxley and Matt O'Banion inside the press box here. Unfortunately, the Warriors fall short 97-92 to the shorter University Hawks. Matt, your thoughts on tonight's game?
Yeah, it really just came down to the three ball, as we were just saying moments ago. I mean, the Hawks, they came to play and they came to shoot the lights out. They did exactly that. But really props to Eric Hackett. 4 3-pointers. That's all the Warriors had, 4 for 19. That's not going to win a lot of ball games in this one.
Yeah, and really coming into the game, statistically, it didn't seem like that much of separation when it comes to threes. Shorter came in making 7.1 3-pointers per game. The Warriors came in making 7.0 3-pointers per game. But that was the difference here today. The Warriors did their best to make up for it with offensive rebounds, second chance points in the paint, especially through C.J. Jordan and Chris Osabai. What'd you think about them?
Absolutely. They came out to play as well. Osabai getting it done what he does best, getting to the line and getting points that way.
Yeah, the Warriors do fall short here, though, on senior night. We thank our 7 seniors, but myself and Matt we're also both seniors, so that's why you see us on screen here. Matt, just talk a little bit, because I've only been here 2 years. You've been here 4 years. Talk a little bit about these 4 years watching Southern Wesleyan University basketball.
So actually 3 years here, but it's been an incredible journey just seeing the growth with the team, going through changes of coaches. Coach Joel Stites coming in last year, interim head coach. This is his first full season here, and doing the best with what he had, using the transfer portal pretty well, having a great roster, and just trying to find ways to put it together. They will be falling short here more than likely, but it's been a great season for the Warriors, and they will be up late tonight watching the KPI rankings come out.
When you think of Southern Wesleyan University basketball, when you look back on your time here, who's going to be the first player you think of? While you think, I'll give you my answer. I think it's got to be Shea Smith. I really have enjoyed watching Shea these 2 years. He transferred in at a similar time, coming in from Arkansas, Henderson State. Just the true definition of a point guard. I know he didn't finish the season as well as he would have liked to. Maybe not fully healthy, having to battling through those things, but you think of mid-range scoring, defense, offense, led the Warriors in rebounds this year. If the season were to end tonight, we'll have to see on that. He's just a true all-around point guard. So when I think of SWU basketball, the first guy I'm going to think of is going to be Shea Smith. What about you?
I'll have to agree as well, because he's been here. He's been one of the leaders on this team. Even when on nights he's not having his best, he's still on the bench trying to get his guys into it. He's such a great leader for the Warriors, and he has been for his time here at Southern Wesleyan.
Big thanks to Shea Smith as well as the other 6 seniors on this roster. Marcus Long, Rayvon Allen, Rico Hallman, Aaron Timms, Alex Tavares, and I'm missing one. Who am I missing? RJ Bell. There's the 6. But one last thing, we do want to make sure to redirect you guys to that conferencecarolinas.com site. That's where you can find these KPI rankings that we've been mentioning. We don't have an official confirmed date for when it will be released, but as we mentioned throughout the night, round 1 will begin on Sunday. So I imagine they'll have to release it at some point tomorrow. As it stood coming into the night, the Warriors were a 12th seed. They would have traveled to Converse. After tonight, we'll have to see. They fall. The team behind them, North Greenville, won. North Greenville also had the head-to-head. So we'll just have to wait and see. So signing off for myself, Matt O'Banion. Hope you guys have a good night, and we'll see you during spring sports season.